tip of the sword, and it kind of glowed for a little bit. And then when the glowing stopped, and I kind of came to, I guess, there was like this weird creature. I think it seemed like some kind of elemental thing. It was blending in, and I saw a couple eyes blink, and as we made eye contact, it just kind of, I tried speaking to it, but it just flew off towards the southwest. So I think that's supposed to be some kind of hint or direction. I don't know who those two kids were. I don't know if Winston had kids. If those are his, and maybe they're one of them is the rune holder. I have no idea. But I'm kind of thinking southwest is the direction we're supposed to go, to find that new rune holder.
What's southwest?
I don't.
Where's the map?
I don't know what's southwest. An ocean.
Let me get the map.
Yeah, that's why I was like.
But across the ocean, I think, is where the Sylvan lands are.
Oh, hang on.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
DM, does Biko know how Sephiroth, the god of chaos and death, I think, feel about people living forever? Is that a thing that Sephiroth has an opinion on?
Religion check?
Super off the cuff. 17?
It is the Dwarven Kingdom.
You don't think you're not sure, but
Okay.
you'd think that he probably doesn't have too much issues with it.
Do you want to know how to get in touch with him? On what he did, but with Sephiroth?
Probably not.
Okay.
Southwest, right? Not northwest.
Southwest, yeah.
I thought, okay.
Does anyone else want to see the map?
Wait.
This island.
Southwest is
Yes.
the Dwarven Kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah, Shirley Puck. I imagine leveling a whole city. I'm feeling probably pretty guilty. A little
Just
traumatized
slightly.
by that.
Drink with me. Drink it
No.
away.
Didn't
Drinking
you
contest.
you said you didn't do the little or the big one, right?
Your liver did this, and you must punish it with ale.
My what? I mean, you
Can I get a
heard
bag of
or
holding?
saw whatever happened that I did.
I'll pull out a bottle of wine.
There was just that one kind of little explosion, and over to the south. I didn't do any other magic that would have caused any of the other stuff. I
Biko
don't think.
pulled out a bottle of wine from the bag of holding, uncorks it, takes some, drinks some, and then said, "Here, this will help you remember."
No, thank you.
John, we've all made mistakes. It's okay. You didn't level the city.
Even if he did, it doesn't really matter.
Biko, one of us is helping here.
This is why I rely on my spear and my fists.
Yeah, a lot of good it did, stopping the, yeah.
We are one toxic bunch.
Well, I didn't see you stopping it either.
Okay.
Okay, we can't break apart. We have to stay together. We have to support each other. I think we need to choose what to do together.
Great crush.
Can I just meditate on things for a few minutes while you guys decide?
Kaylin's still
Great Chris.
making rounds there, I think.
Well, I mean,
If these gods were any powerful, this stuff wouldn't be happening.
at the same time, though, there's a reason why that god presented itself today,
A little bit late.
right before the city imploded.
A little bit late, a little bit powerless.
It may have been a little bit late for the city, but not for us to find something that could help prevent this in the future.
Sounds
But
like
this
a god that's
involves
too lazy.
crossing an ocean or a sea or whatever it is.
And when has that ever stopped us before?
It's made us think about it because we
It
had to
has
cross on a boat,
That's true.
whereas we were heading in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably find a boat in Greycrest.
Well, we also knew what we were going to be expecting in Great Crest.
We're going to Great Crest to get Sora's weapon. And anything else?
I think we were finding
Boat.
information on Bellkeep for infiltration purposes.
It seems like this spirit, though, was leading Don towards something.
It seems like it was important for sure.
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah, but also Rav told us that we need to get into contact with things that were in contact
you're
with the
not
runes. We don't know
resting,
for
right?
sure where.
Not now, but later.
Yeah.
This is true.
I'm not saying we shouldn't follow it at all, but Dreyer's starting to kind of prop herself up on the saddle. She's tired.
Maybe we need to wait for Kaylin to come back before we can choose.
Yeah, because she's like actually helping people.
Doing very much.
Pico's going to get distracted.
So I think that we need to decide what's more important to us. Finding runes before they can be destroyed, or trying to find ways to restore the ones that have already been destroyed.
I think if we try to restore ones that have been destroyed, we're just going to be going in laps, in circles. We need to
Except
get
if
them.
one more gets destroyed, we're already barely in balance.
Split
Which-
party.
If it was Ralos talking, that would have been Elements, which is already destroyed.
Which one does?
Well, who's to say even when we find it that we can prevent it from being destroyed?
That's why we're supposedly friends with Rob,
Right.
because he said he can take care of that for us.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I would not mind having that one back. Actually.
Look, I'm not the one who had the divine
Yeah,
feeling with the god. So, I mean, really, I know she's meditating right now, but Dawn, if Dawn feels like we should follow up on this one, I think we should follow up on it. If not, let's go get Sora's weapon.
works for me.
So we're waiting for them then.
Well, we were already.
Yeah.
No, we're just gonna leave them. It's fine.
It's fine.
She says southwest, let's go.
Let's go.
We leave a note. We're following your direction. See you there.
Bye.
Fine, Southwest.
Blue was just gonna like sit down and relax while we're waiting.
I'm gonna go back with
She's
my
stressed.
medicine kit and try to help.
Dreyer's kind of like leaning her forehead on the neck of the horse.
Dawn and Keelan side quest.
It smells.
Dawn and Kayla.
It smells really bad.
What if I try to heal
Bloom's gonna-
you? Can
Bloom-
I try to heal her?
They already tried.
Yeah, they tried already.
Bloom's gonna go like give Dreyer some water, like try to clean up her burns and just with water. nothing,
Mhm.
Like
She's wincing.
be some sort of comfort, I
19.
suppose.
To heal her?
Make
19 on
sure they
medicine.
don't get
To
infected.
heal her.
I mean, yeah, you patch her up a little bit, but she still has a large burn.
Maybe
That
you
just
can
has
give
to
her
heal.
some wine
But
if they're
has
drunk
the
enough to
pain
not
gone
feel it.
down?
Maybe just like a 6 or a 5.
That's better.
The gnome makes a good point. Here's some wine. If you drink enough, you won't feel it. Wait. Okay, here you
We're
go.
gonna sedate you.
See, I don't feel it.
warned me about this stuff.
It's just a light sedative.
Does she know it's wine?
Just by looking at it?
Yeah, and
Probably
smelling
not.
it.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
it's a
smelling
bottle-
it,
it's a
yeah.
wine
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, is it
I thought it
wine?
was just a casket. Okay.
No, it's
Yeah.
one. It's one of the. I think we had 7 or 10 in the bag of holding. We're down to 4. It's one of those that we've been carrying around for like a year now.
You know,
I think the
there's-
pain has gone down. She'll sit up, but she's still like tired.
Okay.
There's still an alchemy jug. We can make more wine.
True. We can make ale or vodka or Hera. I mean,
What's
Open up a
Hera?
brewery.
It has
Actually,
to be
I might know
liquids.
what that is. I've been around.
liquid Hera.
Yeah,
You've been
I
around.
think we've
We
gone
can
through
make
this, and
an
you
Well,
almond
didn't.
I
jug
like
worth
traveled
of
around
LSD.
and then I met up with them.
I'm
That's
pretty
how
sure
we
that
became the
is a lot.
transportees.
That's like a decade supply.
Okay, so are our friends back yet?
It's up to DM, I guess. When
I mean, there's a lot of people, so you probably
mean,
still.
she's not gonna like try to heal everybody or whatever. She's just gonna try to gauge to see if anyone like wouldn't be able to move. See if she can do anything about it. Cause like minor scrapes and stuff, they'll heal.
Yeah, minor
Which one is
stuff.
she?
It's mostly minor stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're probably back now then.
Maybe like pretend to do something for the kids and be like, this is gonna help, and like touch it and like not actually do anything.
Placebo. I call this placebo.
Lying to the kids.
Here, eat this. Chocolate will help.
It'd be really funny. Do you want to put a
Chocolate
kid who
makes it
like
better.
broke their leg and they're crying about their leg, and you're like, I know how to fix it, and you break a finger. They start crying about your finger, and they're like, see, it works.
Major penny.
You're not thinking about your leg anymore.
I love that movie.
Okay, Kaylin, we were talking about what we want to do, and Dawn had some kind of divine revelation, and so is thinking that we need to go southwest to follow, I guess, the will of Rollins.
Is Dawn here too?
And I think Dawn is
Yeah.
meditating.
By the
Oh,
time
no.
they're done, yeah, it wasn't gonna be long. So I'll be there.
So how strongly do we feel, Dawn, about this?
Or we can go get Sora's weapon. That's where we are, Kaylin.
Well, my whole thought process on this was I was just wanting to find a big enough tree where we could all fit through, and it's gonna be dangerous, but I was gonna try to basically magic us to Greycrest. But wherever Dawn is wanting to go, I've never been there before, so I can't move us there.
You could magic us to Greycrest?
It's unstable magic.
Why are we looking for the horses?
She
I
brings
think
up
this
good
was a
point.
last resort, which we have now
I think
met.
I think
Why
we
are
were
we
looking for
walking?
horses so that things like what happened to Kingshold didn't happen.
Yes, you're right.
It looks beyond a massive crater.
Everywhere we go, massive craters.
Well, Sora's weapon was connected to the Rune of Valor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is still kicking. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Have we tried abjuration and enchantment
I haven't
lately?
tried being valiant.
Yes, I think I did both of those during the last battle.
Okay.
Well, Rob said if we could get him the sword, he can use it to protect the room.
Yeah,
right?
I don't trust
Well, I
anything
think
about him.
I think it can help track where it is, because the problem is we don't know where it is, but it's still active, especially if Kaylin was able to use that magic.
Yeah, and we need to protect what we do have left, but we also do have to, like, I'm assuming you had caught me up on everything. But like you said, we do have to, I don't know, do we want to protect what we have left, or do we want to go after fixing the others?
Do we really know how to fix them, though?
I think the thing about all of that is we have no idea where to start, and if we go to Greycrest, we can also talk to Tanya, see if she's gotten any more information. I'm sure she has plenty of people all over Maros that might have information, at least letting us know maybe where the Fisters are. The Final Fist, I kind of forgot the name. Where the Final Fist is,
Thanks, Nick. I got you.
Where the Final Fist is making moves if they spotted anyone, or I don't know. It's just Tanya has a big network that we might be able to tap into by going to Greycrest.
It's a strategic advantage. You're right.
I agree, but I also know just that magical feeling can compel you to want to do things. So
Dawn.
It was direction that I think I got. I'm thinking that it should be followed up on. I mean, I'll be honest, all of my magic is kind of the reason all of these things are happening is because all of the magic that I know and can use fall under the Rune of Elements. If we were to reforge the runes somehow, my magic would be stable and that wouldn't happen anymore.
I mean, we might be able.
Varys looks at the big crater. Mm-hmm.
Well, if we go to Tanya, we might be able. She might have information about what's southwest.
Well, we looked at the map, right? Varys has a map. Did we look at that?
Yeah.
there's the map.
I mean, according to the map, really the only thing southwest of Kingshold was the Dwarven Kingdom, and I've never been there. I don't know what I'd be looking for.
We know someone who's there.
Are you sure you've never been there?
I don't remember ever being there. I don't even know that I've ever met. I mean, other than that one funny-looking guy in the tent that we saw last night, I don't know that I've ever been to, or I've ever even met a dwarf other than him.
Well,
But
okay.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my only worry is that, you know, we can go track this for the Rune of Elements, but we know it's not working, and we can try to gather information, but if other runes break in the process and we still don't know, then we might lose a chance of trying to reforge them.
Well, and that's kind of the only problem here is how much. I mean, I trust Ralos, but I mean, do you guys trust that that's gonna be the right direction and that's gonna be what we need?
I'll be honest, I'd trust it more if we were to learn more information, like if you took the memory potion.
I can also.
This isn't peer pressure.
There's a lot of unstable magic
I know,
around
right?
it, but
I'm just saying we don't have the whole story, but you're walking around with the ability for us to have the whole story in your bag.
That's
it. I'm gonna shut my
It's
mouth. now.
50 first dates this.
That's all.
I can call Pock. I don't know if she'll know anything, but she's in the Dwarven Kingdom. She's like an ambassador. She should probably know Kingshold's gone, since that was her what she was an ambassador to. Wait, was Pock in?
What?
Was Pock in Kingshold?
Well, I don't know. I was she also one of those funny-looking short people?
Are we
Yeah,
having
she
another
is.
campaign?
I
What were
didn't
they
see
doing?
another one. Yeah. I mean, I didn't see another funny-looking short person other than the guy in the tent. I hope she wasn't. You can try if you want.
It's not stable magic.
No, is anything anymore?
If we're picking a not stable magic, I think we should pick for you to magic us to somewhere.
Well, I can't do that anymore. I kind of used up a lot of energy trying to make sure we all got out of there, so I'm gonna have to sleep before we can get.
Didn't the clicking lady give you some weird potion?
Yeah, but that just helps us get to the right place. It doesn't actually teleport us anywhere.
Doesn't it improve your chances of having successful magic?
Well, yes, but metagaming, I'm out of spells, 5th level spell slots, so I can't do it anymore.
So yeah, I kind of need a rest too. I feel like Dawn could use it.
I mean,
Maybe.
I feel healthy, other than being tired.
Yeah, I feel tired. I think,
Looks at chest.
Yeah, I think Dreyer
Smoking
could use
coming
it.
from beneath it.
I mean, it's
There
still
it
barely
is.
the crack of. I mean, no pun intended, but it's still barely the crack of dawn.
She says that she's exhausted 3 levels.
I thought it was 1 now.
One.
Our greater
You
restoration.
just got
device.
another one. Oh yeah.
She wasted more dust on me.
That is why I don't have any more fifth level spells. Well, we can kind of help escort these people to wherever they were going and look for trees and rest. I need a big tree in order to try to transport us, like something we could walk through.
Ooh.
I've been trying to walk through trees for months. I'll tell you right now, it's more difficult than you think, Caitlin.
I mean, believe me, it's gonna be hard.
Inventory question.
Oh boy.
What is the difference between a potion of memory restoration and my 2 one-day memory potions?
I think one they got from the Nunes, sorry, to try to restore your long-term memory.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the memory potion is just to aid you in remembering some fact or factoid.
I thought that was like a short term, like if she got amnesia again, like it would basically be able to restore her memory or something like that.
No, it's never gonna restore the memory. Well,
Not
the
like
long-term
the
one
long-term,
could like
but-
restore like a big. Basically, it's how much information you can restore and how frequent it is. The big one they got for like to restore your memory of your past.
And
And
how
then
long?
the small ones are just like what happened like recently.
And how long do they last for?
I don't think you know.
Okay.
So are we gonna escort these people, Moses style?
I mean, we can escort them, or we could just.
By the way, they're getting
Go on
escorted by the
around.
army, which is slowly moving out now.
Oh.
Yeah,
It looks
then
like they got it.
I mean, if we go with them, the only benefit I can see to going with them is that there's numbers. If something happens, there will be a guard, but we'll move a lot slower, I'm sure, than if we went on our own. So.
Not our pig, not our farm.
My only one other question is, if we do decide to pursue the Dwarven Kingdom, how do we get there? That's a huge ocean.
Well, and I pull out the map. What we'd have to do, and I start pointing it out.
I get the.
Isn't there more of those funny circle thingies?
That was my question to ZR.
Do any go to the Dwarven Kingdom? Do we know of any? We just know of the ones that Rob supposedly told us about. We don't even know if those are real.
Hawk mentioned one. She said there was one in the Dwarven Kingdom that could get her to Kingshold. But I don't know where it is.
Well, how does that work? Do we just stand on it and imagine the Dwarven Kingdom existing and then we go, or do we have to have been there before? I don't understand.
Dreyer, how were you able to, when you got us to Kingshold, did you have to picture it, or?
Yeah, I had to kind of know where we were going. That's correct, right?
But have you been to Kingshold before? Or was it just...
Yeah, I'd been to Kingshold.
Okay, have you been to the Dwarven Kingdom?
Would I have been to the Dwarven Kingdom?
No, you haven't been to the Dwarven Kingdom, and it's more of like a code. Like it's a special sequence in the incantation specific to the circle
Would I
you're going
recognize
to.
that?
You only have 3 codes to.
So
the
I'd
one
recognize it as a code.
you were
though.
giving. Yeah, it's a phrase or.
Is there a circle near Greycrest? I don't remember where
You
the...
only got 3.
The Kingshold,
One
Penrose
was
Tower.
and then one in the. I mean, I'll show you.
You said there was one in the jungle.
Didn't I show you it?
The jungle may be close.
I don't think we ever actually looked.
yeah.
We pulled it up and then we got distracted by something else.
Yeah.
Hawk might know the code, if that's all we need.
It's
Sure.
worth a shot. You could ask.
Ask her what the Dwarven Kingdom looks like, too. So we
Oh,
can
way up
imagine.
there.
I mean, I can try. So I only. The
Anyone
spell
else
is
wanna
kind of
see?
short, so I can only say a certain amount of words. So we're gonna have to choose very carefully.
Code for Dwarven.
Do you know any German?
No, you're right. Actually. It's very precise language, but very aggressive.
I was doing some reading and it was on like biolingual campaigns and a bunch of comments were like, if you can pick German because you can convey a lot of information in like 2 words.
That is
Technically
true.
2 words.
Yeah, because a lot of the, like, especially the verbs can be like a whole phrase. Like, it's something very specific.
Interesting.
It's not like Spanish, and it's like,
Yeah.
this is to be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that sounds like a good chance we could get some information, and I mean, it might be a good idea for us to do it now before we get too far from the circle, if that's what we want to pursue.
Yeah, if you can ask Pock, I can definitely get us there.
Alright, I can try it, but again, this is not the most stable magic.
You're holding part of Rob's tower,
Well,
right?
neither
yeah, I
was
do.
the teleporting one.
I
Or
take
the
a
teleportation.
few steps back.
Yeah, we probably want to make sure we're away from people.
I put my hand on her shoulder and cast guidance. I don't know if that actually can work for this.
Not for the D100.
Okay.
But the potion and the stone you guys have.
You can use the. Can't you use the Pembroke's Tower thing too?
Yeah, I was gonna use that because Nick reminded me. Alright,
Go ahead and make an Arcana perception check
Okay. Before I'm casting the spell, because I was...
as you take the rock from the Penrose Tower.
Arcana perception... Nope, that's bad.
Okay, carry on.
She's like, yeah. Let's go.
My perception is pretty high, although I don't think it'll make much of a difference. Perception is... Oh, it's only +4. And Arcana's -1. So it'd be 2. Yes.
Are you a cat?
Just come over here just to knock that.
We need a church in the sun.
So a cat.
Yeah.
Calm down, Hazard Man.
You're making odd choices right now.
Odd choice.
Not wrong, just odd.
Just odd.
Code. What do you want me to ask about, Dawn?
Is
I
this
don't know.
ultra disadvantage?
If she knows a code for the
It's always
teleportation circle in the
Ultra
Dwarven
advantage.
Kingdom and where it might be,
I mean, yeah, but as far as
Oh, and it's
Rallos
120 in here.
goes, is there
Yes.
something
And
I
there's
could
one.
ask? Like, I'm...
I don't
We're gonna stop and let her out.
I don't think so.
It's not the way.
I think that's something that we just investigate when we get there. If you want to try to ask something, you can, but I don't know that she would know. I don't know what she knows. I've never met her.
Do you think she would know if there was one near Greycrest?
I'm not really sure. She just mentioned it as she was walking away. She mentioned that something about the stone circles being broken.
I think if we're sending the message, it's worth to see if she knows more locations. But I don't know if you have enough words.
Can you send it multiple? It's a risky.
Yeah.
Right?
Every time will be a risky time. Have we seen a stone circle near Greycrest? Like, would it be worth asking? Like, if...
You haven't seen one.
Okay.
You could also let her know that Kingshold is
That's right.
gone.
King's-
Kapoosh. Kingshold has been capooshed. It was an even bigger capoosh.
She's gonna be like, what?
The fuck have they been smoking?
Aye, laddie, it's gone. My best pocket impression.
But Sky.
Alright.
I feel tired.
I'm gonna try to cast Sending, and I have the Penrose Tower thing in my hand. 53 plus 10, 20 for the Penrose.
Okay.